Angry guy here, and men are wearing blindfolds at the gym to avoid being called creeps. Men are wearing blindfolds at the gym to avoid being called creeps. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
Gym creep was staring at me, and this happened. He put on a blindfold lol.
Guys, I mean, it's unbelievable. She calls him a gym creep. He knows that this is what's happening. So he puts on a blindfold and she laughs. This is harassment, guys, on the next level. You see what's happening to men in society. And it's crazy because this is women literally trying to demoralize, essentially destroy the capacity of men just to survive, thrive, live their lives in society. A lot of men don't even go to the gym. A lot of dudes will say, you know what, forget it. I'm either I'm going to work out at home, or if I don't have the space, I'm not going to work out at all. And this is what these women want. They want to create as much havoc, misery, chaos in society because it's something inside of them. Most young women walking around today, they have this deep amount of disdain in reality. It's a form of extreme narcissism. She can clearly see that this guy is not a creep. She can clearly see that this guy is trying his very best to just not be labeled as a creep or accused of doing something that he didn't do. She knew that he was not looking at her. She knew that he was afraid of her. She knew that he only wants to do his workout. This is harassment on the next level. And of course, the media ignores all of this. And it's things like this that men are facing. I've already told you that M2 V2 is coming. You know, the M2 movement isn't over. It's beginning to happen again right now. You're seeing things like this with P. Diddy, where he's getting accused of different things by people that we even know because the money is drying up for them. And after one accusation, another one pops up. And it's modern women. They don't want to work anymore. The money is running out because they're hitting 40, 50 years old after living these easy lives. And what they're going to do now is they're going to head to HR. They're going to head to Twitter. They're going to do anything they have to do to get that money. It doesn't matter if they're telling the truth or not. And they will gather a bunch of other women, tell the exact same story. You don't need proof. You do not need proof. Any indication that there was any interaction at all between these two individuals, they'll say that's enough proof for me. That's enough proof for me because we live in a believe all women society today. It's believe all women. Believe everything that they say. If you look at what happened to J. Depp with A. Heard, he still does not have his career back, even though there are companies that are still supporting him and working with him, thankfully, and he's still making money. It's nowhere near where it's supposed to be. This is a guy that should be worth $500 million, maybe even $1 billion, just based on his name. He should be in his best years right now, his absolute best years. He's still a young guy. He's I believe in his early 50s. Alexa, how old is Johnny Depp? Alexa, how old is Johnny Depp? Okay, he's 60. He's 60 years old, and he looks amazing. He should be in his best years right now, and he is being robbed of his future. You know, I made a poll recently, actually, at the time of making this video, and it says that, modern women, they live such comfortable and privileged lives that they have to create anarchy and chaos along with misery to balance things out. It's the honest to goodness truth. I look at the video and I'm so taken aback. I am so disgusted. I am so furious when I see this because this is harassment at the next level and there is no justice at all. This is the reason why all of these men are going to walk away from society. There's the only power that a man has right now is walking away from Western society. And you know what I'm beginning to see are the apologists popping up on my videos, women popping up saying, "No, this is not the case. Don't use these videos as an example. This is not what women are doing. This is not a reflection of women in society. You're crazy. Don't say that. This is not us. This is a specific women. Don't talk about women as a group. Talk about the individuals that are doing this who just happen to be women. Guys, do you see the argument where they try to deflect from group behavior? I personally have said this, that men would leave Western society. Guys are literally living in backpacks right now. Men are living out of backpacks at this moment, and it's a good life. It's a really, really good life. I've got to upgrade my backpack, but it's a good life when you could live out of a backpack. It's a good life when you have everything you need in that backpack and take off at a moment's notice, and everything you own. You're walking around with insurance, man. So, for example, if you lose everything you own, you just call the insurance company and they'll have it replaced in no time at all. And the thing is that the stuff in that backpack, it's been, you've had it for a number of years. You've had this stuff. So, for example, you have your laptop, you have a phone, you have all this stuff, and you've had, clothing in there. And you've had this stuff for years, because that's how a lot of guys live. Because for example, you have a good gaming laptop that you also use for business. You don't need to upgrade that. Guys are using this thing you guys are going to use that for 4 or 5 years. You have clothing in there. You're using the same clothes 5, 10 years. This is how men are. Don't get fat. That's it. Don't get fat. These guys are using the same clothes 5, 10 years. You lose your backpack. That's just an upgrade for you. You call the insurance company. You explain the situation to them. They write you a fat check for the present market value of your item. You turn around, you replace everything, and you instead upgrade. So you upgrade to a new laptop. If your phone was in there, probably isn't. Let's say it was. Upgrade to a new phone, new tablet, everything. So in the end, you come out ahead. And that's how it is. A lot of men are just living out of a backpack right now, where they can just pick up and go anywhere at a moment's notice. I've said this and I meant this. A lot of men today in Western society, they will have apartments in other countries. They'll have an apartment in the Dominican Republic or an apartment in Mexico. It doesn't matter. They will have an apartment in another place in the United States. And when they are ready, they will fly out. They will leave Western society. They will fly away, and they'll go overseas and they'll just go into their apartment and chill there. They'll only come back to the US to work and to do business. And it's like women are they're pushing their hardest for men to avoid them, for men to completely walk away from society. And they're going around and saying, men aren't even asking out us on dates anymore. Men aren't speaking to us anymore. It's like, guys, they love it. They absolutely love it. I'm telling you, I'm watching videos from, example, like Germany, and you can see how it's not, guys, in countries that are that have feminist influence. It's nowhere near as bad as the United States, as bad as Australia, even as bad as United Kingdom, as bad as Canada. It's so frightening how bad it is in the US. It is so frightening how bad it is in the US. The United Kingdom and the US are the same country. I'm warning you guys. Many of you don't know this. Many of you won't believe this. The United States and the United Kingdom are the same country. The United States and the United Kingdom are closer than the United States and Canada. Okay? Most of the time, we don't really know what's happening in Canada. We hear about it, but it's like, whatever. At any given moment, we know what's happening in the United Kingdom. I've had friends in the United Kingdom, and it's just crazy how we're just constantly in each other's business. We literally vote in each other's elections. I watch Pearl Davis sometimes, and she literally talks about it. When she goes over to the United Kingdom, she forgets that she's in the United Kingdom, because it's just like she's in the United States. That's not the same feeling when you're in Canada. You can tell that you're in another country when you're in Canada. There's just differences, a whole different vibe. But it's like the United States and the United Kingdom are the same country. And the absolute insanity and toxicness. It is sickening to me. Absolutely sickening to me. I'm telling you, I am so disgusted and distressed by what I'm seeing from Western women. I am so disgusted by it. What do you guys think regarding this? Men are wearing blindfolds at the gym to avoid being called creeps. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.